Alright, just a quick little video to more explain the leather or the weights of the leather that I'm using for this knife sheath. And why. First of all, this is going to be the front piece of it. And then the welt to go there. And then the spacer, cat hairs, and the back piece. The piece that's going to be sewn around the back for the belt loop. Bullet loop was the last thing I made. And this piece on the front is going to have the snap. Now let me show you why. First of all, 7 to 8 ounce, that's plenty thick enough for a stacked leather knife sheath. A lot of the structure of the knife sheath isn't determined by how thick this piece of leather is. The welt is 9 ounce. And why 9 ounce? Because that is pretty much the exact same thickness as the blade itself. This piece is the spacer that goes on the back side, and the way that works is the knife will fit into that shape, and if you look, the spacer, let's see if I can get this here, is the same thickness as the handle is at that point. Can you see that? Right there. The reason for that is when the spacer is in place and you take the knife out and you put it back in, it doesn't push against the back piece. So it's nice and it's smooth and it's pretty much an accurate fit. I'm going to move this down a little. So the way this is all going to go together is, of course, this is the front piece. Then the welt will be glued to that. And let's see if I can show this here. The welt is designed to fit the blade. It's difficult. You know what? Let me change camera angles. Yeah, this seems a lot better. Like I was saying, this is the piece that's going to go on the front, and you can see how the top's cut there. That's designed to fit the curve of the handle. Then this piece goes here, and that's going to have the back side of the snap on it, so when the knife is put in and drawn out of the sheath, the back side of the snap, about like that, won't be scraping on the blade, because that's a pretty blade. It would be a real it'd be pretty much a crime to scratch that. Okay, on the back side here, the welt will fit like this, and that will be, let's see if I can get that, pretty much a precise fit on the blade. Okay, then of course this piece will go here, and all of it will be sitting on top of there. Here we go. Let's see, it goes this way. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. So the whole thing will fit together like this, with this piece will be here, and then the retention strap will come around here. I can't really pull it tight, but yeah, it'll be like that with a snap in the middle. Then of course the belt loop on the back. And you can see how thick that's going to be. And this is why I call it a stacked leather sheath, because it's basically a bunch of leather stacked together. but this will have a precise fit. So we can just hold it together here, where it'll slide in and out of basically a slot in the sheath. Now to punch the stitch holes, I'm going to have to use both my punch and my awl, because that's too much leather for my punch to go all the way through. But my awl will go through. So what I'll do is I'll take my punch, start the holes, and then use the awl to punch the holes the rest of the way, which gives me like a second chance of making sure my holes are accurate, because you can see when you're punching holes on the back side where the leather is starting to push out, and if it's not straight you can realign it, which helps give you a nice stitch line around the back. Now on the front, I'm just going to do a border. Hold on, I'll be right back. This sheath is going to be for this belt, so I'm going to put the same kind of border that's on this belt on the sheath. I was thinking about doing a basket weave on it, but you can see once you get the border in there, it'll be about I don't know, about, oh, I'll tell you what, let's measure it. The border from the edge on in is about 1/2 inch. So once you come about 1/2 inch in on there, that doesn't leave you much room for a basket weave. And I don't think it would look all that good. The snap will match the spots and the conchos on the belt. So basically it'll look about like that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, when we come back, we'll get to doing some stamping on this thing and maybe some dye work. We'll see you then.